We have a worldwide audience. We're famous worldwide, but we do broadcast out of Ontario, various places of
Ontario, Canada, not Ontario, California.
That's true.
Just to make sure we're
Canada. And in Ontario, Canada, we now have a lockdown that, I don't know what it is. Is it a lockdown? Is it a gray? Is it a red zone? Is it nobody really understands these, but it's officially stay-at-home order is what it is, right? It was a gray lockdown a week ago. Actually, no, it was a gray lockdown like 2 days ago. And then Uncle Dougie woke up and said, never mind this gray lockdown shit. We're doing a stay-at-home order. And everybody goes, what the fuck is the difference? And
leave it to afford to stall an economy.
There you go. That's
Are you fucking kidding me? Listen.
Wait. Before we get into this, I want to read the what exactly is happening according to this graphic that I have.
Well, okay, hang on. Just so people know, if you're not watching in Canada and you're American, you don't know what we're doing. In Canada, we have colors. Green means go. We still have protocols. Yellow, orange, red, gray, lockdown. So we have that scale.
The thing that I need to specify is in Ontario, it's gone from lockdown to red to gray to lockdown. Is like lockdown isn't a color, but it's the same as if we're in the red zone. And now we have a stay-at-home order. And a week ago we had a gray lockdown that isn't really these are just terms that seem to be made up out of nowhere. Nobody really. There's no logic. There's no we have this many cases, so that equals this. Nobody knows. It's just they pull a name out of their ass. So what I'm going to explain to everybody watching, we have some Ontario viewers. I'm going to explain exactly what this stay-at-home order is. Basically, it begins Thursday at April 8th, which we're already past.
That was yesterday. That was okay.
So midnight is when it started. Basically, indoors, you're only allowed within your own household or one person if you live alone. So I live alone. I can go to one person's house. Outdoors, a maximum of 5 people socially distanced. That's a strange distinction, but we'll get into that. Animal services, vets, and grooming are open. I also know that apparently dog training is open. Childcare open unless limited by regional medical officer. I'm not even really sure what that means.
I'll touch base on that after. Continue on.
Sure. Essential stores now this is interesting. The essential stores can only be open for groceries, cleaning supplies, pharmacy items, personal cares, and pet supplies. But non-essential aisles, and this is the first time this has happened in Ontario, non-essential aisles have to be sectioned off. You're not allowed to let people into the toy aisles or whatever else. And there's various reports on how that's being enforced, but we'll get into that as well. Libraries, pickup, and essential computer use is open. Non-essential stores like malls are closed. You can have delivery or curbside pickup. Outdoor recreationals like playgrounds, golf courses, driving ranges, and courts are open. So we have had lockdowns where the playgrounds were closed. Now during this lockdown, the playgrounds are opened. Now restaurants are closed. You can have takeout, drive-through, delivery, curbside pickup, of course. Religious weddings, funerals are at 15% capacity. Schools open unless closed by a region or medical officer. We may have that change in the next couple of days. Workplace, and the workplace are sort of on a case-by-case basis, but we have agriculture, construction, film, landscaping, manufacturing, transport are currently open, and that's going to be on a case-by-case. Industry, mining, I know is open, things like that. So what do you say about all that?
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's
I'm not becoming American. I'm not letting my Trump supporter ways come out. We've gone forward.
Yeah.
We've gone backwards.
Yeah.
We take one step back, and it's almost like it's like we're shit-faced. We're staggering forward, and then we kind of fall a little sideways, and we stagger back. We lay in the ditch for a little while, then we get back, we start clawing our way back up, and then we're fucking done. Yeah. It's so what the medical officer could do is in any region, they could put strict bylaws in.
That makes sense. So if say Nipissing, which is where I live, if somebody says We don't want, well, I guess you're going to always have grocery open. We don't have, I don't know, we don't want parks open. Okay, the parks aren't allowed open. There's too many people gathering in parks. We've noticed kids are all gathering at this one park. We're just going to close them all down.
Yeah.
Right?
So we were green in the Hastings area. We were green.
Sure.
Green. They got loose in Toronto.
Yeah.
Airbnb down to the county. 75 people showed up to a party.
Wow.
Super spreader. They put it all over social media. Bunch of kids. Queen's University, all these kids, they all got together. Super spreader event. I think right now in the area we're at 176 active cases. I think we were at all from a super spreader event at an Airbnb and a winery, and it just took everything out. So we went into gray. I'm like, yeah, we're screwed anyways.
Yeah.
But people are sheep.
People are sheep. So
people that are like, you're a sheep, you don't wear a mask, da-da-da-da-da. There's one meme going around, and it's fake. It's been proven to be fake. I'm tired of it. There's a picture of a Walmart with the masks, and there's like 2 big X's on it. And they're like, you can't get masks. I'm like, you tell me what fucking Walmart that is. I'm like, and everybody shared it. I'm like, oh, left, right, people who like told me to go fuck myself. I'm like, guys, you guys are dumb. You're going to be able to get a mask.
Yeah, you can buy a mask, obviously. There's no mandate that you can't buy a mask. Like
women are girls on my Facebook and Instagram who do not, I guarantee, shop at Walmart for panties. Apparently the panty aisle's closed. Oh, how am I going to buy pants? Listen, I know because you show them on Instagram, you can't get those type of those panties at Walmart. And hell, I know half of them don't even wear panties. So I don't even know what the hell they're complaining about.
You know from experience.
Well, I heard. I don't know, like this porn thing that I've got to do research for now, like because of you, I don't know.
So like, here's what's interesting is we're having aisles closed down. I've heard reports, and you know, reports are just people posting on Facebook, but people go to Walmarts in certain towns and they say the electronics section is open. Apparently in my town, the electronics section is still open, but like you can't go get clothes or you can't
I believe you already said why.
Why is that?
In the order, the computer parts.
Oh.
And cell phones.
That's interesting. But why are cell phones essential? And
absolutely.
Huh. Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So
I guess computer repair would be essential. Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you need to go pick up a hard drive because your hard drive is full.
Yeah, your hard drive is fried, for instance. You need to put in another hard drive in it so that you can do your work.
It's there if you need to go upgrade your phone. Walmart has that cell phone area, right?
Makes sense. That's interesting.
You need a computer monitor. You need now gaming. Like I can do a lot on my Xbox.
Well, I don't know if gaming I would consider essential, but I can understand you need your computer to do work.
That's what I mean, right?
You need your cell phone for emergencies, stuff like that. That makes sense. I can dig that. I can buy that. Parks were like, it's interesting because the first lockdown we had, all of Walmart was open because they had a grocery store, so everything could stay open. Now they've said we're sectioning off the aisles, but the first lockdown, you couldn't go to a park, which seems wrong actually to me, but you couldn't go to a park in the first lockdown. Now you can go to a park.
Well, education now is becoming key, right? So they were saying like, if you cough on a non-porous surface, it'll stay for hours if not cleaned properly. Now they're realizing that it's not as bad as they thought it was, so they're saying it's okay. Like I have a park behind my house, and like it's not. There's a couple of people because I live in an okay neighborhood, but there's a couple people, but it's not. They're not sliding and jumping on each other like. They're all throwing a ball around, waving, having a good time. Like I could have a beer in that park. You can't blow darts or vape or anything, but have a beer in the park, which is good.
Yeah. Well, another thing that was interesting about this is you can have a maximum of 5 people outdoors socially distanced. It's an interesting. So does that mean I can have somebody over at my house, but not in my house? Is that what that means? Because they can't regulate outside. Like if we're all outside on the street, they can't say only 5 people are allowed on that street. So it's got to be 5 people in my yard.
Could you imagine the brawl that would happen if that was the case? So, I just go stand outside and start a fight.
So what if I got to run a piss? I can't go inside, say my parents' house to have a piss if I'm at their house.
Just whip it out and just go all over. Well, you got enough room because you should be like a couple meters apart. Unless you got a good pressure behind it, you shouldn't be able to hit
Okay,
anybody.
what if I gotta take a shit? I gotta shit in the streets now?
The neighbor who cut your tree down, his yard.
Oh, fuck, man.
Use the fence. Use the fence.
Yeah. So it's an interesting, like, how do you enforce that? You can only have 5 people in a yard is what they're saying. And
listen, here's the problem. Be good to your neighbors, my friends. Be nice to your neighbors. If they need you to help cut the grass, put a tree up, help with painting, be nice to your neighbors. Nobody will rat you out.